Traders and TradingView community, it's Joseph coming to you from Eightcap on the Wednesday at 2:20 in the afternoon. So we're looking at Ethereum now. Sorry, it's a little bit boring. We talk about crypto, but just taking a look at some of the crypto markets today, we can see a bit of a pushback coming on. Buyers getting much more active the further we go into today's Asian session. So basically, Bitcoin's come from a pretty dour point after last night and has been pushing back quite nicely. We're seeing 1.44% added. Ethereum's a little bit different. We had a really strong rally up this morning. It got all the way up to just double check some highs. It won't be long. So we got all the way up to test the top of the range, really starting at top of the range, that 2400 area, which is pretty solid push this morning. We haven't seen 2400 too many times of late, but selling did come back into the market, and we can see the price is still hanging around that 1.25% higher area, and this is just below this key resistance area at 2371, and we can see some pretty key support down at 2165, and we can also see just here a bit of a trend line pointing up, which is not the cleanest, but it is quite apparent, and that does suggest to us with an uptrend that we do have a ascending triangle continuation pattern in the mix there. So it is in a range. We can see that between those 2 points, but we can see that point there. I think it's valid and it's worth noting. It might not be the best example, but there definitely is a range consolidation / continuation pattern in play here. So we can see we've had that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll see if we do get a breakout. I think a lot of that will obviously come down to the ETF. The Bitcoin ETF that's in the headlines at the moment. There was a bit of a debacle overnight with the SEC saying that their Twitter account was hacked, and someone released a false approval saying that they had approved the ETF when they hadn't. And will this cause an issue? We do know how the SEC feel about cryptocurrencies. Will that draw out their approval? They have made another official response in terms to people thinking about buying cryptocurrencies, in terms of what you're going to be looking out for and the amount of scams that there are out there. Obviously, we all know that there is a lot of scams out there, and that anyone who is purchasing crypto should be doing it through regulated brokers that offer proper KYC. So I think the majority of the public are pretty aware of that, hopefully by now, after some of the disasters we have seen the last couple of years. But I think we really do need to see an answer on the ETF, and I think then it's going to be a real game of is it buy the rumor, sell the fact, or is it buy the rumor and buy the fact? So I think after that does hit, we will see then how much hype comes down to it, and do we see follow on from other markets as well, including Ethereum? Will we see a break above this resistance point, pushing price up into levels not seen really, since last year, and then up at 2445, and then do we see levels like 2550 that we haven't seen really in a fair period of time, going back to 2022, and then obviously prices above. So we have put in this volume here as well. So if you do see a pattern like this and you see volume falling away in the consolidation, that's a good sign. In the consolidation pattern, it just means that participants inside there are sort of just churning away. What you don't really want to see is any massive volume. What you'd like to see some massive volume on the breakout, but if you do see massive volumes at areas down here, that can be a little bit of a worry. But yeah, decreasing volume with a continuation pattern in formation is definitely not a bad thing to see. So we'll continue to lean at that direction, and we'll continue to see if this does turn into a new breakout. We really want to see a close above this area here, probably in these areas, and then a new push higher. So we do believe, though, we are gonna need we'll need an approval on that ETF from the SEC, and then we'll see really how the market does feel about this, and if it is enough to justify a new leg higher. So the price action's there. I think we really now just need the confirmation. So we'll continue to see if we do get that, and hopefully it will be broad across the entire market. So that's really it for today's update. If you agree, disagree, or have anything else to add, please drop us a comment. Otherwise, yeah, if you just have anything you'd like to say about the whole ETF situation and cryptocurrencies at the moment, feel free also to drop us a comment. And yeah, until our next update, good trading and bye for now.